before.
Is it Jacob Laughlin? Is it first and last?
Yeah, first and last. My beard's getting long enough for bleaching. My hair's not though. I cut it at the same time last year.
Your hair's not getting long enough?
No.
It'll be fine.
I mean, we'll bleach it, but I'm like, it's not Santa length, and I cut it at the same time last year.
It'll be fine.
Oh. Ignore. I need a new computer. Hello. We're using the YouTube app tonight instead of.
Because the last one kept.
Yeah, the last 2 weeks. Hey, Miss Margie. Last 2 weeks, StreamYard kicked us out. So.
Fortunately, it picked us right back up when we logged on, but it's still.
Yeah, I think there's an hour timer, and we went a little over an hour the last 2 weeks.
No, it cut us off. It was like at 45, like right in that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Well, we'll see if it does it. It may be our internet, which next time we go live, we will hopefully have Comcast and not have to deal with what's the name of this one? CenturyLink anymore. Hey there, Raven Cat. Goodness, I need glasses. Hey there, Raven Cat. How are you? Hey, Goober. So I hope you all are well. How is everything going? I hope it's cooler where you are than here. The other day it was 119 in the town just south of us. Thank you, Miss Nichols. So yeah, we are set to close Tuesday. Everything's been done.
Everything came back good.
Yeah, everything's done, ready. We just have to sign the papers on Tuesday. So, we're pretty stoked. Hannah's been. I'm pretty much useless when it comes to moving, except for like the physical part, the pick things up, put them down, like that. I'm good with. Thank you, Miss Margie. Owen Thomas. So Hannah's been very busy today. Yeah. I had a migraine after church, so I iced my neck. Can you get my glasses from my dresser, please? And then I mowed the yard, which I guess was a lot of work, but she's already got her car completely packed.
I had to a lot in there.
Yeah, like a scary amount. Gosh. So, we're ready to move and get it all done with, and so it's all hinging on Tuesday is our closing day. Most likely going to be the afternoon, unless
it's gonna be a long day.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's gonna be, but we got a lot to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
We've got some outside stuff to do. We got to buy a few more boxes, get those packed, and then get your car packed tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because we're going over there to the bank with 2 cars and going straight to the house to clean it and unpack both cars, and then maybe come back and get one more load of boxes.
Yeah, I would like to
come back a few times.
I would like to get everything that we can move with our cars moved Tuesday and Wednesday. And then we could get the trailer and then just move the big things for the trailer.
Yeah.
And even then, I'm hoping we can move everything really in 2 days.
I can get most of the boxes if you let me pack your car tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like I packed mine, and my car has his Christmas finds that I haven't been able to get out of there for over a year now. Like your 2 Christmas trees, your gingerbread house, and then there was something else in there, mailbox. All these things. He finds them and they just end up sitting in my car. So I was able to do that plus a lot of boxes.
Yeah.
I got a lot done.
And I may.
Let me see your phone,
Is everything good? Are we losing y'all?
Let me.
Super laggy.
turn the Wi-Fi off on my phone.
Let's see.
I'm gonna press pause really quick. Just turn that off. Now you can go back in there and watch it, okay? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
All right, get boxes from the liquor store and grocery store. We've gotten
from the parts store. No parts.
Yeah, all the boxes so far. We got my good friend. Okay, good. Yeah, I think I hate CenturyLink.
I think I'm gonna give up on the computer because it's just not.
I can see all the chats here. Yeah, my good friend is the store manager at an Advanced Auto Parts, so she saved a lot of the oil boxes and some other boxes, and from all the Amazon shopping we've done, we have a lot of boxes. So,
oh man.
Yeah, I think we only need a couple.
Wow, is she okay?
Oh wow.
I don't want to call him if he's driving that fast.
Yeah. Do you have your phone?
Yeah.
Sorry, we're getting a text. I don't want to put it out there, but somebody's in the ER, and I don't want to put that out there until I get the okay on who or what or why or anything. What was I talking about? Boxes. So, yeah, we only need a couple, and I don't know. I feel weird about going places like that. When I moved in the past, I would go to Lowe's, and just that's more of a hassle figuring out when their truck days are and everything like that. Hello there, Miss Elizabeth. They have some really good boxes that all fold in on each other, and so there's no weak point at the bottom, so it holds a lot more weight. Those are really nice boxes. But we only have a little bit left in
the laundry room.
Yeah, so buying, 3 or 4 boxes, it's not
and it's mostly just for like
big issue.
Pantry and like our dressers. He hasn't texted me, he's just texting you. This is from the other day.
Oh, we'll text him and
what do you want me to text him?
Say, let us know we're praying, and yeah. So that stuff. So hopefully Tuesday we're good to go, and so we're gonna be dark for at least a couple weeks. We won't have any of our lives. We won't. I mean, we don't post content anyway. But well, I will post Harvest Moon giveaway.
Yeah, you're gonna
stuff
do that
coming
soon
up
because that draws in September.
Yeah, I'll be doing that here soon, and Christmas in July Fairies went live today, so congratulations to that winner.
Oh, did they choose today?
Yeah, they chose today.
Oh,
we were one away. Our channel's number was 67 or 66, and 67 won.
Oh.
So all I know is the person is a crochet person from the U.S. That's all I know yet. They may have posted some things on Facebook, but I've been working on some backlog of our TikTok videos. I have 2 channels. I have TikTok for Off Kilter, and then I have one for my Masonic life, and that one's been hopping lately. So I had a backlog of things to talk about with the Freemasons. So I haven't checked Facebook. So they may have posted some more information on who won and all that stuff. But congratulations to that winner. Very excited for you. She'll be getting 111 prizes, I think, was the channel.
The last I heard, it was at like 70 something.
Yeah, so it really exploded there at the last minute. 111, that's a lot of things coming to your house. We'll be getting our as soon as we get the information of her, we will be getting our gift card to Mary's Heirloom Seeds out to her. And so we're pretty excited about that. That was neat. I will say, and I made the joke to who was I talking to? Well, I was telling brother-in-law yesterday. Anyway, but I commented to Dana, And I said, look, I'm a kid that grew up in the 90s, born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s. I've never been called a fairy so much without ready to punch somebody in the face. So this was an experience because so many people were like, oh, thank you for being a fairy. You're going to make a great fairy and all this stuff. And I'm like,
did we participate in that last year?
no, we didn't.
Okay.
That's where I learned about it. Charlie was doing it.
I think, yeah, we heard about it, like, at the tail end.
Yeah, and so, like, I entered on a bunch of people's, but I didn't really, what's going on here? I didn't really, I didn't do it. I just entered on a bunch of people's. Oh. So that's where we are. Is my dad coming back? Okay.
No, I don't know if he's seen it. If he's driving.
Yeah. I was gonna say something. I totally forgot. I've not been there much today mentally. No. I've been really spacey. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so how are you all doing? As my brain is collecting thoughts to make into words. Somebody said it was humid. I get humid. I believe that was Margie said it was humid because I asked how it was. It was stupid hot. Yeah. Yesterday we went to Legoland. It was crazy hot.
The first couple hours was really good. We walked on to pretty much any ride we wanted to go on. I got to sit on and stay on one and go on it again. But after that, there was just so many people. It was so hot. We did not stay past like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
It was just too much.
It was pretty bad. But the good part, so the way, and I love how they set this up. The only way, let me tell you how it sets up before I tell you how they can make it better. So you can buy a cup at Legoland, and on the bottom there's an RFID chip, and it connects to your account with Legoland and all that stuff. So it tells you how many refills you have on that. So when you buy the cup, it's like $14 for the cup, and you get free refills at they have the single-use Coca-Cola machines that were getting really popular and people kind of started going away. They have stations for those everywhere and has all these different sodas on there that you can't really get anywhere else that I've been able to find. Mm-hmm. And I found zero sugar Mr. Pibb Extra, which is far superior to Dr. Pepper. I lost my mind. Mm-hmm. So I was stoked for that. And I love that system because, I mean, you go to Disney and you're going to spend $30 on a cup and it's going to cost you $10 to fill it up each time. You're like, well, you're saving $20. It's well worth it, right? Here, you have the cup. You can take it home. You can bring it back, reuse it. It's $8 a day for unlimited refills. We got all of our own cups because she doesn't drink soda at all. I drink zero sugar, and she hates diet.
And nobody will drink after Owen. Nobody should drink after Owen.
So we all have our own cups. So when we go, teachers get free year passes. Mm-hmm. So we still have to get Owen his pass. He was on...
But it's really, really cheap.
Yeah. So when we go, we're going to spend $24 a day for drinks for everybody for free. I mean, not free, but
for $24.
You know what I mean. Free refills. So it's like we're spending, $3 for all of us.
When you go to amusement parks, if you buy a bottle of water, it's going to be at least $4.
Yeah.
So
$3.
I don't think that it's that bad of a deal to pay $8 for drinks all day.
No. And they've really built Legoland up.
They have, and they're still working on it. They're still expanding it to Peppa Pig Land, which I'm invested in. I have to go there because I've spent the last 6 years watching Peppa Pig, so I need to go to there. Mm-hmm. I just do. But yeah, when we first went there, they're celebrating their 10th birthday in October for Legoland, okay? Florida.
Can you get me your spider?
And, but when we first went there, Owen was a baby. They had hardly anything. It's the baby from Toy Story.
Okay.
That Sid made.
Okay. It just looked weird sitting over there. I didn't like it. So it was fun, but it was hot. Like this, I wish. Who said it was raining for 2 days? I wish it would.
The chat would just stay up there.
Keep it up. I wonder.
They said 0 sugar Gatorade.
I drink zero Gatorade and water. I like the Powerade. I'll drink the zero Gatorade Zero or Zero Gatorade. I don't remember what it's called. I'll drink that, but I much prefer the Zero Powerade.
Been raining here for 2 days.
I wish it would rain here. It needs to rain here.
We got some. Did we get any rain here?
Here we did yesterday. Yesterday it was torrential.
Last night?
Yeah.
I mean, I know on the
Sebring,
way.
not so much.
Yeah, Sebring didn't get any. That's right. That's what it was.
But we need a couple like steady rains, because one thing about Florida is you will have crazy rains for like 10 minutes, usually every day, if not more. But it's all runoff. Rarely does it sink into the ground and actually do anything, other than make it really nice for like 5 minutes before the rain gets here, and then unbearable after.
Pretty bad.
We need a couple like afternoons of steady rain. Nothing crazy heavy, just like a sprinkler over a yard for a couple afternoons. Like that's it. Mm-hmm. But it's been obscenely hot.
It's been really bad.
It's the hottest I remember.
119 is like, that's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's the feels like temperature, but still, it has to get
counts.
It has to get into the hundreds to hit 119 for.
Even if that's just what it feels like, it's still.
And it's so humid you can't breathe.
I'm working on unicorns today.
Mom knit a blanket for my nephew, and I'm using her yarn remainders to knit a stuffy to match. Oh, very cool. I wish I had that skill. I wish you had that skill.
I don't have that skill.
I wish you knew how to use your sewing machine.
I need to learn.
Effectively. Like
I need to learn.
I can darn socks, and I can,
well, I can do
sew
that. I can
things
do
together.
simple things, but I'm not very.
But I want you to be able to create wardrobes.
You overestimate the things I'm capable of.
I have so many ideas for Santa outfits, but not nearly enough money to have someone else do them for me.
I know.
So I need you to do them for free.
You look like a scarecrow, Santa. Knitting while listening.
Very cool.
Yeah, my mom knits, my mom crochets, but she never was able to teach me. She's right-handed, I'm left-handed. So I had to, my dad tried to teach me, because he knows, for some reason he knew basic crocheting.
He was a Boy Scout.
Oh, but he, it didn't stick.
Yeah.
I'm working on a corner-to-corner baby blanket right now. Very cool.
Yeah, that's neat. My dad's mom was a quilter, and my mom does a lot of stuff. She doesn't crochet. She doesn't crochet. She doesn't knit, but she does sew. She does quilting, or she did until she got sick, and it hurt to do that. But we still have, now they're warped as all get out, but we still have my grandma's old quilting frames out in our shed. Tiffany Hansen teaches how to do left-hand stuff, and she's on here. Oh, there you go. I need a vest by Christmas. I need a vest by Halloween. She has an old Singer that like folds into itself,
you
like
use
that
your
old.
Knee to you don't. There's no foot pedal. You use your knee to hit the bottom of it.
Yeah.
For it to work.
But we don't have anyone that knows how to use it, that could teach her how to use it, and I think
I'd probably find a video on YouTube or something.
I'm gonna get a little philosophical with you guys. I think that a major downfall in society in general, not just American society, but you can definitely, like, it starts here because this is my experience, right? Was during the Industrial Revolution, when you had fathers leave the farm and move to the city and begin working in the city, which means mothers had to take on more duties than what they were just doing. And so a lot of skills weren't passed on, both with the father leaving, like, children would grow up working with dad and learning lessons from dad that you just don't get in a 6 to 8 o'clock bedtime, 2 hour span a day. So they would be learning all the time. Same thing with mom. Kids would hang out with mom while she was doing whatever, learning all this stuff. And so there are certain talents that need to be nurtured by someone who knows them. And I think sewing is one of those. Sewing is something like, there's a lot that I learned how to do from YouTube. Mm-hmm. I can just go and I can look up how to do it on YouTube, and there you go. A lot of the stuff we did with chickens, YouTube. But there's something to be said when somebody can sit down with you, show you hands-on, especially if I'm a kinesthetic learner. I pull from audio and visual and stuff, but I'm really like, if you want me to know how to do it, I have to do it. You have to do it with me. And so
I'm like that.
Yeah, I wish there was somebody that could be like, all right, we're going to sit down and you're going to make a pillowcase. And this is how you do it on this machine. This is what a bobbin is. And you can do this thread. And you would use this thread at this point. Like, I think that's a massive missing in American society.
I'm that way too, where I need to be shown and I need somebody to sit there and help me through it. But then I'm also the type of person where I don't like people watching me while I work. And so I'm just like, leave me alone. I'll figure it out. It's a weird place to be.
Hello, Miss Brenda. How are you doing today? Yeah, and...
Why not, darling? Just try to see if you can watch something out, honey.
Play with something else. So yeah, I hope for a day, and that's why, like, excuse me, I'm excited for home ec to come back into our middle school next year. Now, they're doing more of the cooking side, but you would be surprised how few kids know how to cook. Like, their idea of cooking is pulling the excuse me, pulling the lean cuisine out of the freezer and throwing it in the microwave, and they think that's cooking. So this year in middle school, they're going to get food safety certified, and they're going to learn basic culinary rules and skills. So I'm very excited for that. But I do think we need to get more of that type of stuff in our schools.
Well,
we need
it's the same thing with shop class.
Yeah.
Teach them how to work with their hands.
Now, I will give credit with shop to our high school, because someone who they just know college is not for them, they can immediately, they'll get their gen ed classes in. All their electives are geared towards a trade.
Yeah.
So they can actually graduate high school with a general contractor's license. They can graduate high school with a CNA or LPN, I can't remember.
Child care certifications.
They can do, child care certifications.
Mechanics.
And a level 4 ASE certified mechanic.
Yeah. So
that type of stuff is good. But even then, you're looking at that, and a lot of that is more the industrial side. Whereas I wish more like home making.
They may have I don't know if they have culinary there or anything.
I don't think they do.
But at least those other things that they do have, they do those. Most schools don't do that. I
agree, Brenda.
Ship the kids off, and you're somebody else's problem now. If you give them something that they can do by the time they leave, then they're more likely to go out and get a job.
Yeah, and every now and then you see like groups. Well, your grandma's part of a quilting group. And it's just a bunch of little old ladies that sit around and they make things to give to missionaries.
Yeah, they make a lot of things.
I'm sure if there was a young person that wanted to learn how to do that, they'd be like, sure, come in here and sit around and, chat with us and we'll teach you all this stuff. And I do think it's a skill that is needed. All right, let's see. I missed one. If you want to learn to crochet, go to Bag a Day. She teaches beginners and advanced. She goes slow that you can follow. Okay.
See if that's going to work yet.
Yeah, like she was saying, her mom.
My mom makes beautiful tablecloths. No, it's not going to work.
Yeah, I mean, crazy intricate. Like, it hurts me to watch her work on it because it's so tedious. It's like when I watch her make her pointillism drawings. Like, it's so tedious. I'm like, my joints are killing me watching you do this. I'm getting anxious. Like, I feel my jaw clench up, and I'm just like, I can't do it. I have to leave because just watching you do something so tedious hurts me physically. But yeah, Miss Margie said she loves watching tutorials. I do too. Uh, even for things that I'm never gonna make, like watching how it's made bores her to
Oh,
tears.
horribly. But
I love it.
I like going to museums and stuff, but that show is just like it's boring.
I like learning how things are made.
But it's so boring how it's presented.
Oh, I will give you.
It's just
how it's made is not good eats.
I'm the same way with learning things like history. If you present it to me in a boring way, I hear nothing. Take me to a museum, and I'm like, this is amazing. Why didn't you show me this before?
Is that why you liked the torture section of Ripley's
No, I did not like the torture section. That was horrifying, and I felt very uncomfortable in that room.
But
watch it again.
Yeah, that was a little intense at the Ripley's Museum.
A little invasive and.
But it's given me good content. One of my kids' favorite lessons at school is when we're talking about no cruel and unusual punishment. We have like a 20-minute talk about torture methods of the medieval time period. That is their favorite lesson.
No, honey.
That's their favorite lesson. Like they just think it's so cool and they want to talk about it and tell me of different torture methods. Like, it's dark, I get it, but these kids are enthralled by it. And so it gave me good information to kind of break up the monotony of civics class with something different. What?
No, that's not nice.
We'll
talk about that later.
No.
We'll talk about it later. Just play. Think good thoughts.
So, did any of you guys win a channel's like little giveaway? Or big giveaway?
I don't remember who won ours.
Family Clan.
Family Clan, yep. And then somebody else. You picked as a second, just in case. Did Family Clan get back to you?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, she was from England.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Even though I knew that was a rule, I'm sitting here going, well, I know Mary doesn't ship to England, so I would have to find some English seed company. But, it's TikTok. I'll worry about the messages later.
He hasn't texted me.
I'm sure I'm gonna make my way to the Grand Lodge and get yelled at for going off on them the last two videos.
You meet your dude tomorrow, don't you? I mean, just get it all out now.
Maybe, yeah. But we're very excited.
I'm just ready to go.
Yeah.
Like this process has been unbearable and forever, and I'm just ready to move.
But it's all worked out. Like,
it has.
The first house we got, we thought was perfect, and it was nice.
It would have been wonderful.
But you've won other giveaways, so well, good. Cool. It was nice, and it was coming fully stocked. So we are setting this couch on fire, and we're gonna have to go buy another couch. So we're like, hey, there's a really nice couch. No, I wouldn't give this couch to my worst enemy.
No. It's terrible.
I was really excited for the Kirby vacuum. I think I was more excited for that was the biggest letdown when we left that when we lost that house. But then it worked out because initially we wanted to be in Wauchula.
Because it was just easier for work. It's hard on Owen getting up that early in the morning.
Yeah.
To drive 20 minutes to school.
Yeah. And so we wanted to be in Wauchula, but nothing was showing up in Wauchula. Nothing was within our price range in Wauchula. And as soon as something would pop up, it would be gone within hours. And so this is purely all in God's timing.
We're very blessed to be able to get this. We shouldn't have been able to get it because
No.
it's just impossible.
Yeah, so I'm so ready. The house is decent, and the picture was our
Decent. I think it's pretty.
no. I mean, I didn't finish my sentence, and
yeah.
I jumped mid sentence.
Okay.
The house was decent size. Like
Yeah,
it's
bigger.
only 2-bedroom, but
It's got a second living room, or it's kind of like a second living room. Could be turned into a third bedroom if we needed it.
eventually it'll be a 3rd bedroom. One thing that has maybe burdened us is, and I understand the hypocrisy as we are on a social networking site, how much technology has kind of infiltrated our lives. Mm-hmm. And so the second living room, as pretentious as that sounds, the second living room in our new manor, we are going to turn into a sitting and reading room. So we do have one big chair. We're going to be looking for another. It's going to go in there along with, we want to get a record player because we've been really into vinyls lately, and so we want to build up our vinyl collection.
Oh, cool.
Oh, it never showed up. I know YouTube deleted a lot of people's entries. Like I had people comment on mine of like, I know I commented, but it's not here, so I'm commenting again. And YouTube deleted a lot. No, of other people commenting on our videos for the giveaway. So I think I'm going to make a not a rule, but a warning. Hey Goober, can you get me some milk of my milk in the A2 carton? Thank you.
Go on.
Hurry, I got heartburn.
Daddy needs it, honey.
You can't copy and paste the comments, and I think that's what ended up happening is a lot of people were, okay, can you bring me a glass?
Just one you can reach off the dish rack.
I think a lot of people were, oh, this one's full. Can you get me one that, okay, I'll take that. Can you get me one that's open? I have an open one in there. It's in the top door. People were, they would make their comment because there was no like requirement, answer this question or whatever. They would make a comment and then just copy and paste it to all the different fairies. Yeah, that one there. And so I think YouTube saw that as spamming. And so I'm going to warn people with the Harvest Moon giveaway to, hold on, you got to put this back. Okay. I'm going to warn people with the Harvest Moon giveaway, don't copy and paste. Make sure that you are putting something unique with each one. So, sorry, I got heartburn. I got to get some milk in me. Have y'all ever had this A2 brand? This milk is delicious. It's much lower in sugar. And it's good on digestion. So for nerds that are lactose intolerant, it's perfect for them. I make fun of her being a nerd all the time. She has to take these inhalers, which I make fun of her enough anyway. But she has this attachment that you put the inhaler into it, and then you inhale from the attachment almost like it's a vacuum. And
like
as she inhales, yeah, but I hate tea. As she inhales, it makes this sound.
Like a harmonica.
And so I'm like, here, sing the song of your people. What is your deal?
Why did you make fun of Mommy?
He always does.
Because she's a nerd.
She is not!
Yes, she is. I will win. Teaspoon.
She said teaspoon of vinegar in a cup of water. Okay,
Mommy
no more.
is not
Okay.
a nerd.
I'm done.
No more.
Okay, well, that's different. I could probably do that. I don't have it very often. I started drinking milk. My dad was in the hospital for something.
Probably
And-
diverticulitis or something.
Yeah, and he had heartburn. He asked for some Tums, and the stomach doctor was like, Tums and Rolaids is the worst thing you can do for heartburn. If you have heartburn and you need immediate relief, have a glass of milk. That will neutralize the acids in your stomach, which made total sense to me, being milk being a base. And then you that will give you time to have like the Pepsid or whatever version you make. I know the one we used to make they took off the market for
Yeah.
cancer, and so now we're on something else. I don't know what it is.
There's enough.
I don't normally drink out of this. It's just what Owen brought me.
It's what he could reach, and most of our stuff is packed anyway, so.
Yeah.
Which more of that's going to get packed, because I got one more container over there I can put kitchen stuff in.
Yeah. But when we get to the house, actually, I don't know if we've mentioned it on here. I know on Off Kilter's TikTok, I made a video about it. We got rid of all our chickens, which bumps her out more, I think, than Owen. Because once his favorite chicken was killed by a predator, he was kind of done with them anyway. But Hannah, that was her peacetime, her peacemaker, was, what's up, Whiskey and Sunshine? How you doing today? The chickens it brought her peace. When we didn't have a garden, because we missed the planting season, because it was storming every day, the chickens were what filled that space. And so we got rid of the chickens. We will be getting them eventually, but not for a while. First, we are going to get into rabbits. My son had gallbladder and ulcer issues. The diets are polar opposite. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Words are hard. Forming them is difficult. Concepts I have in my head, but getting them out in actual words. Doing good. Excited for you guys. Can't wait to see the new place. Thank you. I don't know. We plan on taking a couple weeks off to get settled, but
maybe we could do a quick a quick video tour.
There you go.
Or whatever.
This is interesting because it's 2 master bathrooms. Having 2 bathrooms was a requirement for us.
So yeah, anybody who comes to our house either has to go into our bedroom or go into Owen's bedroom to use the bathroom.
That's weird. I never really thought of a house just having 2 master bedrooms, or bathrooms, but it worked, I guess. So, yeah. I don't remember where I was going with that. But there you go. So we have 2 living rooms, 2 master bathrooms.
It's got a dining room and living room are in one giant room, but big enough that they're not gonna.
It's long, so it's not like
yeah.
Yeah.
And the kitchen is in its own room, which is amazing because right now our living room, our dining room, our kitchen, and like a computer room are all in one.
I wonder if the vent actually vents.
We'll see. He's got a really big backyard too. The front yard's not too small. It's not. I mean, it's probably a little bit smaller than what we have here, but the backyard is huge. Which I'm excited for, and completely fenced in.
Yeah, we will have to put in a privacy fence on one side because next door there are 2 giant Rotties, which I love Rotties. That's not like I'm not freaking out over the breed.
They come charging at the fence.
Yeah, they come charging at the fence, and I'm like, I don't want to have Owen out there. And the whole front half of this guy's property, he has like 10-foot tall chain links.
But on the side, it's 4.
Yeah, that connects our backyard. It's just the 4. So we're gonna go ahead and put in a privacy fence there. One, because I don't want to risk them deciding, oh, Owen looks like a chicken stick, so we're gonna jump the fence and have ourselves a leg.
They could jump that fence if they wanted to. I don't know if they ever have or if they will, but if they wanted to, they could.
And also, like, I want to be considerate to others. We will have a pool in the backyard, and I don't really want to scar the neighbors as a here we are to the neighborhood by seeing me walk out to the pool. Um, so yeah, we're gonna have a privacy fence up for that too. Are you excited for the new house, Goober?
Words.
Yes, he says yes.
He's not excited for his bathroom.
No.
The toilet, the sink, and the tub are all purple.
And some of the walls.
Yeah, but we can paint the walls. We can't do anything about the fixtures at the moment, so you're just going to have to deal with purple.
But painting the walls is another thing. Like, so the last time we had a house that was ours was
2011.
yeah, 2009 to 2011. When excuse me, when I went off to college, we bought a mobile home outright. So we didn't have to worry about that. We had to pay a cheap lot rent and utilities, and that was it. And that worked out really well. Well, then a tree fell on our house and
Destroyed it.
destroyed it.
Bad.
And so we ended up moving into a friend's second house that they were just using for storage. And that was awesome. And, you know, we loved them and everything like that. But it also wasn't ours. And so from then on, because we left there and took a job out in Montana where we lived on campus as part of the job. So that house wasn't ours. Then we moved to Florida and took a job on campus. So that house wasn't ours. Then we lived with your parents for, what, a year?
Year and a half.
Excuse me. And then we moved in here, which is my parents' house. And, you know, they would have been totally fine if we had done whatever we wanted to the walls. We did paint his room and our room the colors we wanted. But even then, it wasn't ours. We knew that one day we were going to have to leave here because they'd want their house back.
And here we are today.
Yeah. And so the whole reason why I tell you that story, when we were at camp and Hannah was pregnant, part of her nesting was making, because she's an artist, she wanted to make a killer nursery for Owen. And she spent so much time. And Song of the South is my favorite Disney movie. We've been to Eatonton, Georgia, where the Uncle Remus Museum is. Excuse me. So she painted the nursery, and it looked like you were in the movie of Song of the South. I mean, the colors matched perfectly. She was getting ready to paint the characters on the wall. Like, it was Disney level quality of painting that she did on this wall. And Owen was 3 weeks old, and they said, you have to move. And so they moved us from the house, the director's house, because that's what we were, to a mobile home at the beginning of the property. And I said, I have a 3-week-old. I said, my wife just painted the nursery. And their response to me was, well, that wasn't your house. You should have asked before you did any kind of painting. So, Hannah really wants to do murals on the wall, but never felt comfortable doing it until it was our house. So now we are going to have our house. And my parents were like, it's your house. Do whatever you want. That's fine. But we also knew, hey, one day we're going to be leaving here and they're going to take it back as their house. And so we wanted to not do that, because, you know, it's one thing if she was to paint over her artwork just to put up something else. It's another thing if, like, it's only getting painted over because we're leaving. And so now we're moving to our house, and she's going to get to do her own artwork on the walls, and she's very excited about that. And I'm excited too. Really, the only thing I want is the new logo, which will be coming shortly for Off Kilter, on the wall behind us for when we do our lives.
Yeah.
Other than that, Owen has requested to have Starry Night painted on the ceiling of his bedroom.
Which I said I would just do the Starry Sky. I'm not doing the village and everything. I'm just doing the Starry Sky.
Yeah, so she's going to do Starry Night
I'm going to do those, honey.
on his ceiling. If I can if I can get, there's a company called Culture Hustle that makes pigments, and apparently they have one that is an incredible glow in the dark paint. If I can get that to where it doesn't look like glow in the dark paint, but it actually looks like the pigment that they say it does, it just that pigment glows in the dark. I think we should mix that into it.
Owen wants it to glow in the dark so badly. If I can't get it to glow in the dark, maybe I could do some sort of black light paint, and then just get a black light lamp to put in there at night to hit it all.
Could he listen to Dark Side of the Moon as his sleeping music then?
I don't know that song.
I know you don't
When
know
I
that
hear
song.
Dark Side of the Moon, all I can think of is Sheldon Cooper. That's all I can think of.
So she's going to do that.
I'm going to paint whatever I want, wherever I want. If I want to make a polka dotted wall, I'm going to make a polka dotted wall. I'm not going to do that.
Good,
But
I'm
I
vetoing
could.
that. I said I don't care what you paint on the walls.
I didn't even think about that. It's just I can paint what I want to paint.
We would have to have a sign on our front door that says "Trypophobia warning." Don't.
I know, and I didn't even think about that. You don't want me to do that because you struggle with that too. I was just at random paint whatever I want up there, not even thinking about that. So sorry, that wasn't against you or Owen.
Put a big square and compass on the wall. But we're stoked. I'm ready to get rabbits. I'm so excited about getting rabbits since we can't have a dog.
And no, sorry.
Since we can't have a dog or a cat.
I would settle for the cat because they like to be left alone. They're not in your face. I'm sorry.
Tander is worse.
I learned a new, I don't want to say hatred because that will make everybody mad at me, dislike for dogs when I knelt to give my nephew a hug and the dog put its tongue in my mouth yesterday. So that was a new one for me. I was very upset. My sister immediately got me mouthwash. Bless her. But no,
Hannah
sorry.
didn't grow up with dogs like I did. She grew up with dogs that were outside dogs.
Dogs are an invasive species.
I grew up with dogs where my mom would say, part of the family. I have 4 children, 3 boys, and this Pomeranian. So that's the type of, granted, Pomeranians aren't dogs. They're kick-me dogs. They're true toys for real dogs. I get it. But dogs were just part of the family for me. So that's why I was so excited when we got Bella. And that little spastic ball of Satan. Nah, she wasn't Satan. She was super
you weren't
sweet.
here
She
with her
wasn't
all
bad.
day. She was bad. When you have to go collect your dirty laundry out of the outside kennel, along with canned goods in the outside kennel, no, she's bad.
We display antiques on the walls. I have plenty of those to share. I saw a couple pop up here. Yeah, there we go. Yuck. Yeah, I agree. You could have wall decorations like we have, then no one wants to visit you. We've gone through phases. We went through a big nerd phase.
But we're not really in anymore.
Yeah, Marvel, Doctor Who, all comic books. I have probably 1,000 comics in there. Mm-hmm. I don't do anything with. I'm keeping them at this point to give them to Owen when he's old enough to care for them. Mm-hmm. All the ones I had that were valuable, I already sold. Because I got the full set of the Civil War story arc comics, and then 2 weeks later they announced that they were making that movie, and so the price on them skyrocketed. So I sold them while the market was hot. But yeah, we go through phases, and we're pretty much. I still love Doctor Who. My wedding tattoo is it's Doctor Who inspired.
Yeah, I still like Harry Potter.
Yeah,
I really like anything Harry Potter, but all the other stuff, I'm just not into.
That's Mommy's name in Gallifreyan, the language in Doctor Who.
That doesn't make any sense.
So who knows what if anything, we're just going to be decorated for Christmas all year long.
Yeah, probably.
And I know that really irritates a lot of people. And I'm okay with it. If I could get away with having my house decorated all year long, I would. And one day I will. When I finally get my reindeer farm,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be North Pole 24/7. I mean, already in our car, we listen to way more Christmas music than I think is societally acceptable.
But you know what? I don't care. It's better than half the trash they have on anyway right now.
This is true.
So just you're not in my car. Turn me on.
This is true. So we're excited. I am trying to get her to come up with a North Pole mural for the wall. If I don't get that, I'll just get a tattoo of it.
Well, Dylan,
I'll
I
get
just
one no matter what.
haven't had a chance to wrap my brain around it. I'm just trying to like get in a house at this point.
Yeah. And the way my brain works, it's ours. I'm already moving on. Like I'm moving on to the next thing.
Yeah, he's really bad about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, sweetie,
We haven't had dinner yet.
we have to make dinner, and it's late for Owen.
Yeah.
So I think let's go ahead and end this now. We won't be on for those that just popped
At
in.
least next
we won't
week.
be on for at least a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Next time we go live will be from our new house, hopefully with a more stable internet connection.
Yes.
Um,
I guess that would affect whether we did a live as well.
yeah.
We haven't had it.
So I'm excited to see what this next step brings as far as Off Kilter Homestead is concerned. Yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. Rabbits and garden
Yep.
right away. So until then, y'all be safe, be self-sufficient, help everyone you can, inconvenience no one, and y'all have a great evening.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Miss Margie.